Good morning to those who listen. It is September 18th, 2018, 12:10 a.m. And this is an update on my health. Something happened again today, and I can't even figure out what it was. I did a breathing treatment right before I went to my dentist appointment today. And sure, I know the medicine from that can make you kind of jittery and stuff. And I felt really shaky all of a sudden. And usually if I do that, we're taking nebulizer and I do feel shaky from it. And I only did one nebulizer treatment the whole day. So it wasn't like I was overloaded on them. And I've done multiple ones before and never felt that shaky before. So I don't think that was it. But even if it was, it would usually goes away within a few minutes, half hour. So I went to my dentist appointment, and I didn't think I was going to make it there. And then I was there, and I told her, I'm not doing too good, and my face was like bright red. I don't know what was going on. I felt really dizzy and shaky and weak. A different kind of weakness too. It was a weird inside feeling weakness. I don't even know how to describe it. So she suggested to reschedule, which I wound up doing. And I went home, and my mom was like, "Oh my God, your face is bright red." I can't figure out what it was, and I just suddenly felt really sick and tired. And then I thought, I'm just gonna, and I had a lot of stuff to get done too. I was gonna get that notice, that written notice for the apartment complex, for them to remediate the problem or terminating the lease. And that didn't get done today. And it can't get done tomorrow because they're not open. So I lost another 2 days. I need to get it done soon. There's just a lot going on. But then I took a little nap, and then I slept for a few hours, and I got up. I was really hungry because I didn't really eat nothing. And then I ate a sandwich, and I went right back to bed again. And it's like, I don't know. I was just so tired, so weak. And it lasted for so long. I mean, still I can feel some of the effects now from it. It was like I was suddenly sick. I don't know. So then I slept all the way through until like 7 at night. It's like, geez, I don't know what's going on with me. I mean, I know it has to be from that mold exposure. But I can breathe pretty good. I'd say my breathing is at least 80, 90%. So the breathing problem, is still there. And my lungs, see, the difference is now is the other times I went to the hospital, once I had the treatment, got some medicine, I was fine, usually right away, especially with the breathing part, being able to breathe pretty good. This one was like a good 12 hours after, and I still couldn't breathe very well at all. And then ever since then, my lungs are still burning. Like if I cough or something, then I can feel it burns. But it's still not better, and I don't cough much. That's not my problem, though. Now something else is happening to me. So I called the doctor. When I went to the emergency room, they put in the instructions to call your family doctor and get in to be seen as soon as possible. So I called them, and there was a recording, and I had to leave a message, and they said they'd call back. And they never called back. So I don't know. So I need to see a pulmonologist to see this because I think there's some more issues with my lungs. I mean, it's getting better, but I think all this exposure and me continually getting sick and better, is not good for me. And maybe some of the prednisone is causing the problems too. But if it was delayed because I took it early in the morning. Let's see, I took it at 8 in the morning, and then the problem didn't happen until like 1. So if it was delayed, it was really delayed. I don't know. But anyway, I was looking over my, stuff. I have so much evidence. And I have the evidence that there is mold. It wasn't elevated, so they're probably going to say, oh, it wasn't elevated, it shouldn't be bothering you. But any mold in any small amount is going to affect me. And I don't care what they say, oh, it's not that bad. Well, it might not be bad for other people, but it's bad for me. So I was looking everything over, and and trying to find the best way to go about this, because if I get a lawyer, I have to pay in advance unless I can find somebody that will take the case and then, just collect the money from the winnings, or maybe go on a judge show. I thought about that. So I don't know which show would be the best for the thing. I was thinking maybe the People's Court. I don't know about Judge Judy. She kind of worries me. And I don't know, there's been Judge Mathis. And I don't know if you guys have any ideas. Maybe this would be the best way to do it, because I was going to say the health department, there's no thing for mold. They have to come in and check for moisture. So I was thinking too, I've been, when I was at the apartment, I noticed there's always like people, when they flush the toilet, run water, I can hear it coming like down. Maybe there's a leak behind the walls. And maybe that's what's doing it. See, the thing is I have, a lot of proof, and, they came in once already and cleaned up a bunch of mold underneath the sink. So there's already a history of mold. We already know that. Plus, I did the mold test, and it showed it. So, I mean, I think I have enough evidence as it is, but I heard it's really hard to win these kind of cases. So maybe if I went on a judge show and showed everybody, look, I got all these YouTube videos, and all this evidence, maybe a judge show would be better, where, it gets more out to the people too, not just in front of a judge, in a small court case. And I don't know. I mean, I would think that with all the evidence I have, and no matter where I went, I should be able to win the case. But, of course, I can't afford to hire a lawyer. So I'd probably have to do it myself, which I still would think I'd be able to win myself, because I have so much evidence. But I still kind of worry about that. And I'm just physically exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm tired of going through all this stuff. I'm living with my sister, and she's always complaining about something. I can't even make a noise, or, she freaks out. I sneeze or I hiccup yesterday, and it was just something, you can't stop it. I didn't force the hiccup to happen. It just happened, and oh my God, it woke her up. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? And I don't know. It's just rough. And I don't like staying here because it's hard to do anything here. And there's so many people smoking that I have to wear a mask. And then she lights incense. I mean, incense is really bad too. I can't stand incense at all. It just really bothers me. And I said, can you please just not burn the incense? And then I'll just put it in the other room. It's like, ugh. It's just a daily thing. And then I have to, here's another thing too. She has control of the bathroom in the morning, and she won't allow anyone in there at all for the couple hours. And we now seem to have the same schedule. We both have to go to work around the same time. So I'm rushing to make sure I'm not late. And if I work at 11 o'clock, I can usually make it fine. But there's a day I work 10:30, and that might be a problem. I might have to be late for work. And, I actually, I'm not going to, part of it's my fault, but I missed church on Sunday, but it was mainly because she was in the bathroom the whole time. And by the time I finally could get into the bathroom, was literally 15 minutes before I had to be at church, and I had to get ready still. So I knew there's no way I'd be at least 30 minutes late. And, I didn't feel very good either. But because the day before, I only slept 1 hour I was afraid to go to sleep because I thought I was going to die in my sleep. And, a lot of people think I exaggerate about that. Oh, you're not going to die. I told some people I'm thinking about writing up a will, because, I really thought I was going to die this last time on August 2nd. I thought I was going to die then too, because I really could not breathe. It was weird though. It was totally different than any other breathing problems I've ever had in my life. But I thought about doing a will, and my friends are like, oh, you're exaggerating. And, I don't know. I really thought that was it. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm still trusting in God. I'm still trusting in Jesus, but I'm to the point where I'm like I just feel like I can't wait anymore. My situation is so hard. I just feel like giving up, but I don't know what I can give up to. Give up to living in my van. You know, it's ridiculous that I have to pay for rent and electricity and internet too, and Netflix for that matter, over at my other apartment that I can't even live in. And then I'm gonna have to start paying rent over here too. So it's like, I'd be better off just getting a regular place. You know, Section 8 is supposed to help you, and here I'm literally dying from living in this apartment. I'm sorry for complaining. I'm just so down, and I know everything's gonna work out somehow, but you know, it could take months or years, and I can't do that. And I can't do videos here very well. It sucks. And I can't go outside and record the sun and the moon. I have to sneak out and do it. Otherwise, my sister thinks that the neighbors are going to call the cops on us. And it's like, I'm just doing the moon, sun and the moon. And I can't talk about none of this to her. And it's like, it's just a big hassle. I just want to be in my own place with, a clean apartment where I can actually live without having to worry about getting sick and be able to do some videos. My goodness. Is it asking too much to be healthy? And I've been slowly taking some vitamins because I want to test my system out. Because I took that, yeah, but that would have been too much of a delayed reaction too. That was like more than 12 hours before. I took a black seed oil capsule, and then I did some vitamin C. In the past, I've had problems tolerating vitamins, but I think it was because of the problems I was having with all the allergies, with the food allergies and all that too. So I'm hoping that I can start taking vitamins again because that will definitely help a little bit with my immune system. But no matter what, I can't live at that place, and I just gotta figure out something to do. And I really don't want to live here. So, I'm paying, a certain paying rent for one room, and I have to be like, it's so ridiculous sometimes that my sister's in the bathroom and you can't bother her at all. The bathroom. I had to go so bad. I had, we. It's not just me too. We have one of her son's friends is also staying here, and sometimes we try to go down to go to the bathroom. And if you really have to go, you have to go. And if she's in there, you can't go. So then we have to have pee in a bucket and then dump the bucket outside. It's like, jeez. It's just really rough. I know I'm supposed to just be able to, what's the word? Can't even think of the right word. Just, you know, go with the flow, I guess. But it's so hard. And then my sister thinks I shouldn't be trying to do any of this stuff. That I should just accept the apartment the way it is. I'm like, I can't live there. I have asthma. I have a weak immune system. I'm getting sick from this mold. I've proven it to her. I've shown her the pictures, the lab results. But I should just deal with it. You're going to screw up your Section 8 and all that. Well, what about my life? What about dying from this crap? I can't go back there and live. I can't. I won't do it. And it's sad. This whole situation. I don't know. Ever since I moved from Colorado, I've had nothing but problems every single day since I've been here. It's maybe a sign that God's punishing me. I know a lot of people say he's not punishing you, or maybe it's a sign that just God's testing me. But why? What is the purpose of this? And I have some ideas. Maybe I'm supposed to go through it to like prepare for what's gonna come. Because really, if you think about it, me going through what I'm going through now is probably nothing compared to when the pole shift happens and all this stuff is happening. Although it makes me think too that I'll be the first one to die because I can't breathe in all those toxic fumes. That'll kill me first. I'll be one of the first people to die. So what am I supposed to? Is that what I'm supposed to know? See, another thing, I was gonna do one video saying that maybe this is a sign from God to say that maybe I'm going to die, or a thing saying that we should live each day like it is the last. So maybe I'll start I was thinking about throwing out all these ideas and stuff and my beliefs, throw it all out there again because it's been a while since I've done it, and then people can either say, yeah, this guy's onto something, or this guy's completely crazy. But that's what I believe, and if I believe that I'm dying, I mean, I don't know if I'm dying or not. Could be. You don't know. Only God knows. And maybe, something's going to happen in the future where something happens and I can't do this no more. So maybe I should be taking advantage of this more and doing a whole bunch of videos on the end of the world, the Bible prophecy, the reason we need to be saved and be right with God. Maybe that's the lesson, but I've learned it enough. Let me be healthy so I can do your will, Lord. I can't do your will satisfactorily with the way I'm doing things. I mean, being sick so much, missing work so much, going to work so much, and then dealing with everything else. It's hard for me to do anything on YouTube anymore. And I'm going on and on. All right, I gotta stop. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Say a prayer for me. Somehow that I can just live another day, because that's all I'm going for now. I'm going to live day to day, like tomorrow I'm dying. And I'm not saying I'm dying, but maybe that's how I should treat things now, because it just seems like I'm having nothing but more and more health problems. And maybe God's trying to say, hey, you could die anytime. What if you don't get that message out there? Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. God bless.